Ever feel like quitting smoking is like fighting with yourself, where one part of you wants to quit, but the other part is hanging on for dear life? That's normal. But here's the surprising part. You don't have to continue fighting. Let's be honest. When we first started smoking, we didn't do it because it was smart or because it was healthy. Obviously, we did it because we wanted to fit in or we wanted to be rebellious. We wanted to stick it to our teachers and to our parents and all the authority figures telling us to stop doing things like that. I know I did when I first started smoking when I was 18. I did it because I thought it was cool and all my friends were doing it. I just wanted to feel like I was part of the group. That's totally normal. And rebellion usually plays a key role when it comes to starting smoking. We want to fight against authority. And one of the ways we do this, especially when we start when we're smoking when we're teenagers, is by smoking because we know it's a wrong thing to do. So we do it because of that. We want to rebel against authority. And over time, though, this rebellion starts to fade away. And all of a sudden, it's the cigarettes that are in control, right? It's the cigarettes that are dictating when we can go out and take a break. It's the cigarettes dictating when we or how we should relax when we feel stressed, right? So all of a sudden that rebellion stops playing a role and the cigarettes become more like the dictator. But here's the important part. The rebellion that got you to start smoking is actually still there. Even though it's no longer the reason why you continue to smoke, it's still a part of you and it can be the key to quitting smoking. So think about it this way. Who's really in control, right? As I mentioned before, the cigarettes are the ones that are dictating when you take a break, how you relax, how you handle boredom. So, how this is where rebellion can play a key role. Instead of using rebellion against you, you can start to use the rebellion to fight against the thing that's taking from you. Let me put it this way. Imagine being in a relationship with a toxic partner, right? That person, whoever that is that you're imagining of, at first was exciting and you felt good around them, but then you started to notice that you start feeling drained, right? Something about them started to, the real personality started to creep in, right? They stopped feeling cool and fun to be around, but rather they started to you started to see them for who they really are, somebody who's toxic for you in your life. They start maybe taking your money, right? They start draining your energy. They start isolating you from your friends and things like this. And all of a sudden, you start to see the relationship for what it really is, something that's very toxic and unhealthy. Now, instead of trying to yell at them to get away, right, which is, might be your initial thought, you have to learn to walk away, use that rebellion to step away from that relationship, right? The relationship that's killing you slowly and draining your energy and isolating you from your friends and family. And you can use this rebellion that's inside of you that you know you have to break free from that toxic relationship. And, I worked with somebody quite recently who, thought of cigarettes like a friend, right? And this is a very common experience to sort of feel like cigarettes are something that is, helping you, even though you know deep down is taking way more than it's ever giving you. And this client of mine said that it was very hard to imagine letting go of this friendship, right? But when she realized, that this rebellion inside of her could be used against that relationship, against the thing that's taking from her, and of course, with other hypnosis to go along with that, she was able to break free and within a couple weeks, it was like that relationship had completely ended and she moved away finally. She rebelled against that relationship successfully and is completely free of those chains. And the when I quit smoking many years ago, I sort of realized deep down on a unconscious level, not just consciously, but on an unconscious level that this associated this relationship that I had with this cigarette was way too toxic to continue, right? And I've always been relatively rebellious, and so I sort of focused. I didn't know it at the time exactly what I was doing, but looking back on it now, I focused that rebellion to, push that cigarette away for good. And if this message resonates with you, I want you to leave a comment below. What is one good reason to start rebelling against this cigarette starting today? And you can leave a comment below, just start to think about it and follow me for more tips to break free from smoking for good.